everyone, we're doing a quick wall setting series here. There are a couple little things we're going to focus on. Number one, we want to be setting the ball from high. So in our intro to setting video, we talked about I'm a unicorn, I've got this marshmallow on my horn, I want to pop it off, and that's how I'm setting, by extending through the ball, right? So from the side, I'm going to be focusing on setting the ball with my hands up high. I don't want to be setting the ball down in front of my face, definitely not in front of my chest. We're up high the whole time. We're going to be doing a lot of really quick sets against the wall, so I'm going to be really up close. We're going to get a lot of reps of just the ball right into our hands really fast, really fast, really fast. Another thing that we're going to focus on that we talked about in that video was the shape of our hands as we're setting. So we've got our thumbs and our index fingers, they're both equally spaced, right? I've got my hands big, they're ball-shaped hands, we're up high with it. When we go up to the wall and we're doing really quick sets, it's going to be really easy to tell, am I maintaining that shape as I'm setting the ball, after I'm setting the ball? That's what we want to do. If you notice, especially on those quick sets, it's where you're really going to see it. If that becomes that little square, maybe a little bit of a rectangle that I've got with my thumbs, my pointers, if that becomes an elongated rectangle because my hands are shooting out after I set the ball, not good, not what we want to do. So really stay on top of that. We want to get as many fingers on the ball as we can each time we set it, and we're just going against the wall. Cool? Awesome, so let's get into it. We're going to start out, I'm going to go right up to the wall. I'm going to have my right foot forward. It's going to be maybe 8 to 10 inches away from the wall. That ball's going to be out in front of me, up high in front of my forehead like this. And I'm just setting the ball against the wall. I'm focusing on the shape of my hands. We're going to do it 50 times. These are going to be fast. And that's it. So let's do 50. Here we go. Right foot forward, shape of my hands. Awesome. So that's my 50. I was really focusing on the shape of my hands there. I'm setting the ball from up high. That's great. That's what we want to do. So now what we really want to kind of drive home and realize through this is that I'm setting the ball. The power's coming from my wrists, from my shoulders, from my core, from my lower body. It's not really coming from my elbows, right? So if I stay up high, that means I'm just really here to here as I'm setting. I'm not coming out and in and pushing, out and in and pushing, right? I'm just up ahead, it's with my wrists. My core is tight, and we're there. So I'm gonna go back to the wall, we're gonna do 50 more, the same thing. My right foot is forward, here we go. Let's really stay focused on the shape of our hands. Is it the same throughout? Awesome. Cool. So now we're going to add in a little bit of a lower body workout here. So I'm going to go up to the wall. I'm going to be, again, quick sets to the wall, still focused on the shape of my hands, still focused on high hands as I'm setting the ball. And I'm going to be doing slow squats. So the ball is bouncing off the wall the entire time. I'm setting the whole time as I squat down and up. We do not want this to be a fast squat. We want to go slow, we want to be controlled, we want to focus on high hands, controlling that ball, keeping it coming off the wall, and really focusing on the shape of our hands as we set. We got it? Cool, so let's do 10 of them. Here we go. Same distance from the wall. I'm about 10 inches back. Ball's out in front, up high. Here we go. That's one. We want to go as low as we can get. That's two. Focus on the shape of our hands. Are my fingers spread out? Am I getting all my fingers on the ball? That's three. Watching the shape of that rectangle with my thumbs and my index fingers. That's five. one. 10. Woo. Awesome. Love it. Cool. So, really similar. We're now going to be going to lunges. So for the first one, I'm going to start with my right foot forward. My left knee is going to be dropping down towards the ground. When I do this, I want to be really mindful of what my right knee is doing. We do not want it shooting out towards the wall and hitting the wall. We want it staying right on top of our toes as we go. So it's not going forward, it's staying straight up and down. We're going to do 10 of these on that leg, then we're going to switch and do 10 on the other leg. We're going to try not to take a break between them. We're just going to keep going and get into it. Sound good? Cool. So for this one, my right toe is just off of the wall. I've got about 3 inches of space here just to give me a little wiggle room with my knee so it doesn't hit the wall, but we want it to be close so it's not going forward and hitting the wall. So same thing, fast sets. I want to maintain the shape of my hands, contact the ball up high. We got it? So a tight 4, here we go, we're going for 10. 1, 2, 3. Paying attention to my thumbs and my index fingers, maintaining that shape. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, and let's switch to the other leg. Here we go. Same thing, maintain the shape of my hands. 1, let's keep that ball up high. 2, 3, 4, 5, high hands, don't let them drop, don't let them drop. 6, how's the shape? Thumbs and index fingers. How's my rectangle look? 2 more. 9, last one. 10. Woo! Fun stuff. Love it. Awesome. Cool. So we're going to be standing up. We're setting a little more normally now. If you don't have a lot of room on your wall, you could do this kneeling. For this one, we would want your left knee on the ground with your right knee up and out front. Because I do have this tall wall, I'm doing it standing up. So for this, pretty simple. We're just setting the ball to ourselves and then to the wall. To ourselves, to the wall. So we're going to have 60 total sets here. It's going to hit the wall 30 times. So to myself, to the wall, that's 1. Next time through, 2, 3, 4. We got it? Really simple. When we're doing this, I'm setting the ball to myself. I want to make sure I'm setting the ball up. I want the ball to go at least 1, maybe 2 feet up out of my hands. Higher is even better. When I set the ball to the wall, I want it to come back off the wall so that I'm catching it up high, because we want to continue to focus on those high hands and we're maintaining the shape of our hands. Cool. So let's do 30. Here we go. To myself. 1, 2, 3, 4. How's the shape of my hands on my finish? So keep going. I'm just talking here. Since we're setting the ball with a little more room now, we're not doing fast, fast, fast against the wall, we can really get a good look at how our hands look on the finish. So let's maintain that rectangular shape. We don't want them shooting out. So, wall. 2 more. Awesome. So our last one of these things, we're going to do 30 more of these. Now this time, we're adding 2 more contacts into what we call 1 round. So I'm going to set the ball off of the wall at a low height. I'm going to set it to myself. I'm going to set it off the wall at a high height and to myself, and that's 1. So it's low set, self, high set, self. That's 1, and we keep repeating. We want 30 total of those. So again, we've got more space between us and the wall this time. We're going to be able to really see what our finish looks like. We've got high hands. We're focusing on that. We really want to keep an eye on the shape of our hands. Are we maintaining that shape as we go through the ball, as we finish? We don't want our hands going out. We're coming straight ahead, straight through the ball. We got it? Cool. So let's do 30 of them, then we're done. So here we go. Low, self, high, self, low, self, high, self, low, self, high, self, low, high, low, high. How's my finish look? Am I maintaining it? Are my hands staying up? Am I contacting everything up over my head? That's it. Shoulders are feeling good. We're ready to set.